Monteaga, how you doing, buddy? All right, so where'd you get the name Monteaga K from?
One, before we start off on the interview, let me just say shout out to my OG DJ Sweet, Snoopy, his wifey. We in the Raw Sugar Shack studios, the N.W.A studios. I got my brother, a couple other people, Monteaga though, West Side, baby, California. Monteaga__K. Who said how I got the name Monteaga? Shit, a nigga grew up off of my favorite rappers was Nas, Pac, and Jada Kiss, you feel me? And on the streets, we know what Monteaga is, you feel what I'm saying? Tagga is that shit. For niggas who be on the streets, you know what shit is. And then I hear Monteaga when I listen to Jada a lot. But that was never their rap name. They was talking about, the object itself. It really was dope. And in Spanish, it also means butter. So, Monteaga could be butter or it could be dope. And it's a big-ass mountain, too. And I'm like that. So, yeah, that's where I got it from. K is from my original government.
And where'd you grow up? Did you always grow up in California, or did you move from somewhere? Where'd you grow up at?
Nah, nigga grew up on the west side. Grew up on... Yeah, nigga grew up on the west side. Gardena, you feel what I'm saying? I was on Crenshaw and Rosecrans a lot. And then my life ended up going... I ended up being all over the west side when a nigga got on probation. So I fuck around, go to Inglewood Court, be on Crenshaw and Manchester. Then I had a lot of homies over there on like West and Slauson. So nigga be on Crenshaw and Slauson. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my whole life was up and down Crenshaw really, and then Gardena though. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. Nigga did some time in the projects too.
Now, so what's your background? Did you grow up like playing basketball? Did you grow up, on the chess club? Like what's your background? What type of student were you? What were you doing, as a teenager? What's your background like?
Shit, a nigga grew up. I grew up innocent at a young age. You feel what I'm saying? When we was young, me and my brother, we stayed all in a small ass room and had bunk beds. It's my brother right here. Nigga, what I say about saying that? I used to stay all in the room. Niggas would we go to Percy Elementary. We go to Raleigh Park for fun. Always go jump into somebody's parties and shit. As far as school goes, I was an artist before I did rapping. I would always draw. I draw so much, I get a line across my chest and indents in my finger. So I remember getting my ass whooped because I was drawing on CSTs, and the teacher grabbed my artwork and I flicked her off. That's the day my dad beat me with an electric cord, left a burn on a nigga back. But yeah, I was innocent until I started getting to high school and I started recognizing shit. You feel me? Shout out to my brother Peanut Devon. He locked up right now. But you know what I'm saying? Once I got robbed from my phone, I started seeing a couple murders before my eyes and shit. And then nigga was, Gardena, it's not the grimiest place in the world, but shit happened to reveal a nigga innocence to take that away from me. So once that happened, all that high school shit and all that kind of went out the window. I was more focused on my vision, dreams, and passion in the career, you know what I'm saying? Had a built up anger and hatred in me for my lifestyle, and I want to change that.
So at what age did you start rapping? When's the first time you started rapping? And it's like, okay, I can make a song. I can take this shit serious. What age was that?
I say around like, this nigga took me to my first recording session. This nigga took me to Hollywood. This nigga was in Hollywood. Them niggas ended up getting raided. The whole spot got raided. Niggas was on the news for that shit. Niggas came out with zip ties and all. Niggas got killed in there and all that. But nah, that shit was like a regular fucking apartment building.
It was like a 3-story studio.
Yeah.
So we was at the basement of everything.
Yeah.
And we was all just like
32
rooms. So you going, if you needed a beat, you go way down there to oh boy and go get a beat. Or if you needed somebody to be in a feature in your song, you go way over there to across the hall, or you come back to our studio and we got beats for days. It was crazy. It was like everybody was like family down there. Like,
speaking of which, shout out to OG Beretta too. That nigga, cool nigga.
Yeah, Uncle Beretta, BLE.
Yeah. But nah though, yeah. So he took me to my first recording session. I tried to record to the Nas Street Dreams beat. Nigga was what, 17?
Nah, you was 16.
Yeah, I was younger than that.
He was actually 15, turning 16. Okay. Cause I still got the recording.
I don't know. That nigga went 2 years back. I don't know. I remember a Street Dreams nigga. I was with my girl in the projects.
Street Dreams was his first one.
Nah, Street Dreams. I did in the booth. Nah, these niggas he took me to this nigga Mac, and that nigga used to snip powder.
We didn't have no booth. We had the regular.
That nigga was on. Yeah, nigga had a computer, a corner, And then niggas had the McDonald's cups as a motherfucking soundproofs on the shit. And niggas recorded in there on a shitty microphone. And then he charged the nigga an hour to do the shit. And you know, as soon as you get on the booth, you're like, oh, I'm about to spit some hard shit.
Solid,
Nah, nigga.
Track, it was solid.
Nah, nigga, that shit was horrible as fuck. Don't
Street
believe
Dreams
it.
was a solid one.
What about before that? Like, were you rapping before you?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. When I started doing music at a young age, I really say I got more into music in middle school. My moms would play Wu-Tang, Nas, and Rakim. And my pops would play West Side Connection, N.W.A, you know what I'm saying, Gangstar. So when we was young, these niggas used to give us oatmeal and sandwiches every day and make us stay in the room when we wasn't out, when it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the weekend. So what I used to do, I used to have a weird thing. I could remember the songs my pops and my moms would play, so I'd put my head on a pillow and I rolled my head on a pillow. And these niggas was calling me crazy. These niggas thought I was on some psychological problems. But I rolled my head on a pillow, and it's like when I roll my head,
Man, just roll his head back and forth. Like,
I do art, so I had a lot of imagination. So I could hear like a beating in my head. So when I was rolling my head, I could hear like Ice Cube, smoke some weed, or, you know, I hear Lethal Injection and shit. Then I'll mix that with Nas, Life's a Bitch, and it create a whole beat in my head. And then I start rapping. Even though a nigga couldn't rhyme as good, I'd be rapping. I've been doing that shit since a nigga was like 10 years old, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually, middle school came around, that's when I started getting more into depth with the rappers. And then when I started doing Street Dreams, I was just shit. But now I really started to learn how to make an actual song. My actual first song, I think I make that would be good with Brighter Days, which was recorded in the studio. That was my actual first good, you know, on tempo and good sounding song that I still listen to nowadays.
When was that? When did you record that?
Shit. When the fuck was Unique here?
Brighter Days, he probably did that. Probably like
Unique was here 3 years ago. Damn, nigga, it's been that long? Nah.
5 years ago.
Nah, when we do Brighter Days, that's when we did that Jada song.
That was
2018.
That was
Yeah, 2018, Brighter Days.
summer 2000.
Summertime. That's when the nigga was fresh out on a court case for 11351. Real niggas know what that is. I'm only 21. 21.
Got you. Okay.
Freshly.
So I seen that Benny the Butcher and Loaded Lux both follow you. How did it feel when they both started following you?
I mean, when it come to this rapping shit, I mean, I grew up in Gardena, so it's like, it's niggas in Oklahoma and shit like that who be knowing who the fuck I am because I'm in Gardena. And then I live in L.A., nigga, you know, Nipsey Hussle. I was over there with Nipsey Hussle. It wasn't fucking Fats, nigga. It was the fish market with Mom and them, meaty burgers and shit and all that, you know what I'm saying, going to West Angeles. So me seeing rich and famous niggas is regular because it's Hollywood. A lot of these niggas come out here for opportunity, but then I grew up on the South Central side where all the politics and gang violence in the beginning of that shit happened. So
a real jerking. People forget about the jerk days.
this nigga stupid. But
Forget about that.
so like, a lot of these famous people we see is regular to me because I got a built up confidence or a code of ethics and principles where that shit don't affect me. The way I met Benny the Butcher, I was helping out do a show with my OG Monteaga K, and that nigga Benny the Butcher came there. Nigga was really selling weed and shit, so I really went to go talk to him about selling a nigga some weed because it seemed like he was a nigga with money. And then after we talked him selling weed, he just like, the nigga respected me. You know, I don't gangbang, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of gangbangers, and that's the reason why. Nigga look at me eye to eye like a man. You gonna know what a real man is. You gonna respect him. So we had that respect to each other. And nigga just ended up following me on the gram, you know what I'm saying? So was Loaded Lux. I met Loaded Lux on Slauson when after Nipsey Hussle died. Rest in peace.
Did you come up battling?
I ain't really come on rap battling, but I will say this. When a nigga be on the strip hustling, and some of these niggas I'll be walking up and down the strip hustling, Hollywood strip get crazy, it be niggas over there selling CDs and shit. We'll fuck around, battle niggas for money and all that. Yeah, shit like that. And then me and my brothers used to battle in the room and shit. But I be watching some of them niggas on there with they shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Do you watch battles nowadays on YouTube?
Yeah, that nigga Daylight funny as fuck. That nigga stupid though. Huh? Some of the shit he be doing there on, that shit it be kind of suspect. But that nigga hard, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, Daylight my guy.
That nigga, he from Grave Street. But yeah, Arsenal, Charlie Clips. I don't know why that nigga dissed Eminem. That was stupid. But that nigga hard too though. On a rap battle shit, yeah, I be watching that.
If someone came to you and said, "Hey, we'll pay you $5,000 to battle somebody at such and such league," would you do it?
Win or lose, yeah. I'm gonna put my heart out there. I don't feel I'm weak. I mean, you could test my bars anytime. I listen I got a rapper's diet. I do not like listening to a lot of new rappers, especially. Really don't listen to a lot of new rappers. I stay on old school music because it's a harder format of making music, and music is really mathematics. Once you understand those mathematics, those formulas, and those occasions, and you start to get it, you got to stay in tune with the best so you could do the rest. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say Nas, Pac, Jada Kids, M, 50 people like that. Those are the people I listen to. So yeah, when I write some bars, it definitely be some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff going on in the battles. Like I've seen people try to, tap other people's pockets and push people. Has anything like that ever happened to you in a battle? And if so, like what would happen if that did happen to you?
Hey, Reezy, who? Oh, that nigga, no, that's the homie. He talking about some bullshit. We got an OG at the barbershop. We be rap battling for fun. This nigga be off 211, Colt 45 and shit. He the homie. This nigga be tapping me and all that. We be playing around. But any other random nigga, I'm not an emotionally impulsive, you know what I'm saying? I have control. I got balance to myself. So certain shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't never let nothing slide, but I move like a boss when I make actions out here. 'Cause like I said, I grew up in West Side, South Central. A lot of shit happened. If you're not a smart nigga, you'll be a dead nigga. So your movements is everything. And if you're an emotionally impulsive, especially when it comes to business and making money, that's just a dumb, ignorant motherfucker right there, and that don't work with me, you know? It's principles and code of ethics, so once you disrespect that, I'm on it.
So where do you want your career to be? Like, did you want to be, super famous pop star type person? You want to be an underground legend type person? If Lady Gaga hits your number and is like, hey, I want you on a song, where do you want your career to be as far as like who you associate yourself with and who you do songs with?
Okay, see right there, you asking what is Monteaga's platform? You kind of asked me to box myself, low ball, and no, I'm not like that. You ask about me, you got to understand my psychological, where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I can make this conversation, this interview deeper. You mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. So in my status, where I grew up, we have 5 types of males in my area or my livelihood. You have, excuse my language, some of y'all may take this offensive, but I'll explain each one. You have a nigger, you have a nigga, you have a male, you have a man, and a black man. Feel me? A nigger is somebody like slavery. That's when you hear the term nigger, or it's derogatory towards black men. It's somebody whose lack of knowledge, any common sense, and the void of knowing. Therefore, those type of people become followers. You can manipulate and abuse them. That is one I'm not. You have a nigger, somebody who has a bit of knowledge but chooses not to intrigue himself and go forward on it. They wish to stay at the same level they're at because it's easier to fall into their system and be delusional. That's a nigger. You have a male. That's like the gray life, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's on the middle finger. Because sometimes you're going to say fuck you to the wrong people, but it's okay because you're learning things in life. But that's when you're making a decision to be between lesser of yourself or more of yourself. And a man is somebody who they use the ins and outs of the system, and because they run the way the system wants them to, they get the basic benefits of the system in their life. See, where a black man, and this is to any other culture or races, please don't just make this one race, but it's universal. But speaking from my, my experience, the black man is somebody who can take the system and what they're going through and what they learn, they look at the flaws of the system and the imperfections of it, and they run accordingly in the system while all at the same time making a better system for the people living within it and the flaws that have it. Now, what's a system inside of a system? That's a virus. That's where you get your Nipsey Hussles, your Pacs, your Malcolm X's, your Martin Luther Kings, and the system will try to take those things out. So what am I? Yeah, I'm a black man. So when you ask me on the question of what is my elevation or what is my so-called plight of success in this music industry, I'm going to tell you like this. I speak truth from what I've learned and what I gain. You know what I'm saying? I speak truth from what Jehovah give me and what I learned in life, and I put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Every word and everything I come and give you is from the heart and it's from my blood and every emotion in me. And there is no level for that. Because when you speak truth, truth can go either high or it can never be seen because people choose not to see it. But I'm going to make it to its best ability. Now, as far as where I want to be at in music, I leave that up to my fans. Y'all put me there. I'm going to just do what it do. I got to be humble and modest with it. But y'all put me there. But business is business, too. Will I succumb to am I a follower? Do I not have principles and authorities for myself where I'm going to kiss somebody else's ass or fall up to the circumstances of other people? No, I'm a man. You're going to have to respect me man to man. I don't give a fuck who you are, what type of money you got. I'm always stand on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to fuck with people I feel is good for the movement and the principalities of life, and that's respectable. Whether you be from, you know what I'm saying, you be from Pac, Nipsey, people like that, or you go to goddamn shit, people like Hall and Oates or something, whatever genre, Hans Zimmer, whatever people you want to put, as long as they're respectable and we can make something together. Because creativity is the closest thing to God.
Now I noticed there's a correlation between people that are hustlers, whether you sell drugs or sell sneakers, whatever you do. There's a correlation between rappers and like an entrepreneurial type spirit, where you have to start your own thing, make your own hustle, whether it's starting your own record label or just getting together a camera crew, whatever it takes. Like you have to do your own thing and work for yourself at some point. Where do you think, why is there such a strong correlation between rappers and having that entrepreneurial spirit?
One thing you got to know is a hustler is a businessman, and a businessman is a hustler. For in life, everything complicated is simple, and everything simple is complicated. When you bring up hustlers and rappers, it's all in the same shit, I ain't no fucking Tony Montana. I ain't no Freeway Rick, even though I know the real Freeway Rick. Shout out to OG. I ain't never been no big time dope dealer, but I had my experiences because I came from a certain messed up circumstance. So my organization, I have to work harder than the average person where I was put. So when I was hustled, it was always a means to something greater. Every real hustler, you only hustling to a means of something greater. Even some motherfuckers take this music shit as a hustle, which is all cool. But every hustler is a businessman with them. The only difference that makes you not a businessman, when you have a business, you have a standpoint. A hustler gotta go chase and move for shit to get those opportunities that he's looking for. Once you take those opportunities, you become a businessman because all of the shit you was hustling for, it comes to you. And the business is a movement, or it's a structured place of authority. So niggas come to that, but yeah, all of it got a correlation because everything takes effort, planning, strategy, and it takes a leadership mindset. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of niggas don't got that. So don't get that confused when you making your music. You feel what I'm saying? Some niggas can literally just rap, and some niggas got movements behind them. You feel what I'm saying? That's why it's a difference between people like that. But I'm a different cloth on me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just off the GP.
And so do you have a goal for 2020 as far as music? Do you want to create a certain amount of songs, do a certain amount of videos? Do you have a goal for 2020?
Yeah, I feel like for 2020, as far as music goes and productions, I'm going to keep busting y'all with the singles and the mixtapes. I don't want to do no albums yet until I get signed, because when I go into a room or something, I want to be able to negotiate my worth, or when I make an album, make my money. But I'm keep doing singles and mixtapes. I'm not trying to wait a year to get out of this circumstance that I'm in, you feel me? I done had Michael Blackson post me on the gram, Benny the Butcher, all these other famous people follow me, and then I'm from LA. I should be able to use my street essence and then my universal essence to get me at a higher level. And I'm hoping that the fans, you guys, because it takes y'all to help me out do this shit, to put me out there. You feel what I'm saying? For 2020, I do wanna reach the so-called point of success of getting out of my poverty and what I'm going through. I want my music to start being looked at and reprised. You feel what I'm saying? I want my shit to be a movement. I want niggas to really enjoy my shit and like it. So 2020 is the jump off year. You know what I'm saying? I need you niggas dancing to my shit in the club. I need the city rapping me. I need niggas banging my shit and wanting features, all that money. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want for 2020. But yeah, though, niggas know.
What would you say is the most important thing to accomplishing your goal? Do you think you need like better beats, a camera team, I don't know, better equipment? Like what would you say is most important to making that happen?
Loyalty, my nigga. Loyalty. You feel me? That's the most important thing to making that shit happen. You need a group of niggas that's really gonna ride for you in all essence and genres. I even got my little own organization called God Grind Me Over Dirty. You know what that is? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's about, even that right there. I don't give a fuck. You a cameraman, you make beats, you rap yourself, whatever. As long as you got the authority and the motivation, when we push one thing forward, we can push another thing forward. So yeah, when it comes to getting to that success, I need some loyal niggas that got a good work ethic. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm surrounded by people like my nigga DJ Sweets over there in the back. You feel me? Real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to my brother Devon locked up in the cages, you know. I call that nigga Peanut the Gar. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Garvillas. Shout out to all my Crenshaw niggas. My Watch niggas too, from both sides, niggas since the grapes. Shout out to all my niggas going through the struggle and having the ambitions and got the talent and want the success. Shout out to my moms and my pops. You feel what I'm saying? I would say my baby, but she got to put a little more work in, you know what I'm saying, to get them, you know, stay forever in this motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying? But she know I'm talking about her. Yeah, shout out. I said my brothers, nigga. Michael, he want to say government names. I ain't trying to snitch on niggas. I ain't trying to snitch on niggas in this motherfucker. I ain't snitching no nigga. But shout out to all the homies, my deuces and my trades, my blood niggas. You know what I'm saying? This gangbanging shit, it really does affect a Cali rapper. Because if niggas do not fuck with you and do not respect you, I don't bang my nigga. But I guarantee you I can go anywhere in the hood and nigga gonna be cool with me. I know that nigga Monteaga, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be solid with me. Shout out to all the homies. West Side, you know what it is.